Hello. So, first thing I'll be talking about today is my pea and cucumber trellis and my plan for the protection of my peas. Hey guys, welcome back to Stay Grounded Gardening. Today I'm going to be showing you why I do my trellis for my peas and my cucumbers the way that I do them, and what my hopes are and my plans are for this summer. All right, so I'm going to be using black yarn. The reason why I'm going to be using black yarn is because I don't really want a white string going up the middle of this. I'm kind of particular in the way that my stuff looks, and though this may not be the best material to use because, well, for one, after a while, I think this is going to get stretchy and brittle, but I want to try it anyways. By the time the peas reach up to these main parts, I honestly think that they'll be attached in other ways anyway, so this isn't really going to matter at that point. I just don't want it to be an eyesore when you're looking at it from the road or the house or whatever, that there's all these like white strings going up. So that's why I'm using the black yarn. Maybe not the best choice, but I'm going to do it anyways. One of the things that's super new for me this year is this stuff right here. This is called biomulch, and I'm going to be doing its own little video on it. But just in case you're wondering what it is and if I've done a video on it, I'll probably do one soon, or I've already done one. I don't know what order I'm gonna put them in. Honestly, I'm probably gonna end up doing one on them. So don't worry about that. I'll cover that in a different video. But let's cut into it and plant some seeds. I don't really have a rhyme or reason to it. I'm just gonna start doing it and see how it goes. I am going to go this way for two reasons. That's the way that you can't see them right now, but that's the way the bamboo sticks are going. So I know I can tie up to those. The other reason is so that when I'm coming in here, I can pick them easily. I feel like if they were going this way, I'd have to be kind of going around. I don't know. And plus I can make a longer row this way than I can this way. So that was my reasoning behind that. I don't know if that's actually gonna work. Oh my god, I almost just did that. Wow. Hey, I'm gonna be able to do this, guys. Let's see here. There goes nothing. I'm cutting it. This is a big moment. I'm nervous. Hope I'm doing this right. Is there really any right way? You know what I just thought of? I should have just put like a hole in a hole in a hole. You know what? We learn by our mistakes. We're doing the damn thing. All right. Okay. Cut. Fantastic. Okay, now let's pick what type of seed we want to use here. What kind of peas I want. I think I'm going to plant these. I don't know if you can see them really well. Bush tendril, they're like pink blush peas. They have really pink flowers on them, and I think they'd be really pretty actually in a pot. So I think I'm gonna save these for in a pot that I put up on the deck, because I think they'd be really pretty and kind of decorative. So we'll save those ones. Now, the decision is, do I want like a sugar snap pea kind of thing, or do I want actual peas? I think I'm gonna go for these. I feel like we would eat these a lot more, and they probably just have little white flowers on them. So I think I'm just gonna use these. I'll probably use what's left of this open package that I have. There's quite a few in there. If you're looking for good seeds and like worth your while, but because not worth your while, that's the wrong way of wording it. If you're looking for a seed company to purchase your seeds from, one of my favorite ones that I found is called Baker's Creek, rareseeds.com. They have some of the coolest seeds, or coolest plants that I've found. Huge variety. So anyways, go check them out. I'm not sponsored, no nothing. I just get lots of my seeds from them. I have really great germination from them. They are down south, so the seeds are bred typically for a warmer climate. But anyways, let's plant some of these. Okay, we're going with a different angle because I think I want to set up my string first. So find out the length. I'm gonna tie it right to the top. Am I gonna tie it right to the top? I don't know, have I decided yet? No, I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to plant something, okay? I feel like everybody's like this right now. Flying by the seat of the pants. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna wrap it around the top, like that, and cut it, okay. Okay guys, I got a plan. I got a plan-ish. A ishy plan. Ugh. And then let's cut another one, make it the same size. I think I'm gonna plant 4 seeds. Maybe 6. And I'll try and have one kind of grow up the sides. I don't know if that's too many. Man, last year I overplanted like crazy. I'm scared I'm gonna overplant again. What happens when you overplant? Well, what happened to me is that I didn't get a lot of fruit from some of my more sprawling plants like squash, like butternut squash, the ones that like sprawl everywhere, lemons, all that stuff. Because I planted everything way too close together. They didn't have enough nutrients or enough sun, because when you overcrowd things, they don't give enough sun either. And I just ended up with like no squash. I got lots of zucchini, but I didn't get any butternut squash. I didn't get any spaghetti squash, nothing like that. I didn't even really get pumpkins. I got 2 pumpkins, but they were not in the best shape. Anyways, so I don't want to plant them too close together. But I think I may do 6. I feel like I could fit 6 in there, no problem. I just have to remember that I'm going to be planting a cucumber here, there, and there. To kind of, the whole plan is that they're going to grow up the sides and maybe sprawl out into the middle and kind of end up covering this thing, and then I'll have the peas in the middle and the deer won't touch it. That is the plan. Didn't do this last year, guys. I tried to kind of do it, but like I said, I overplanted and everything got lost anyway, so we're gonna try and do this. Do it the right way. All right. Oh my gosh, I am not tall enough for this. Wait a second, I have a plan. Fast forward. Okay, I went and got my stool. I'm not tall enough to reach the top of that thing. Let's get to stapling. And what I could do, okay, so that's that one. I can take that out after. Go the other way. Oh my god. Okay. If I do this, let's twist them. Let's do that. And like those could go to the outside. and the next ones can go in. That's my plan. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna give it a shot. I think what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna kind of wrap these around the staples. You know? Oh my gosh. This is how much I know about the gardening, you guys. I'm trying my best here. Here was nothing. That can go there. Okay. Maybe just tie that somewhere. It's not it. I don't know what I'm doing, okay? Oh man. I feel like I always have to put a disclaimer that I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. That one is still this one, okay. And I feel like that could go to that side. That's pretty taut. I feel like it'll work, you guys. We're gonna find out. I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna talk about something. I feel like this is important to note. It is, what's the date today? Oh, my phone is, or my watch is dead. I think it's like the 16th or something of May. And I'm planting out peas. Well, we live in Alberta, so pretty much everybody knows not to plant anything until after May long weekend, which usually falls on like the 21st or 22nd of May. So I'm planting these peas because the reason why we don't plant until after that is because there's usually a snowfall or like a really hard frost. And I know that next weekend, it says in my weather forecast that one night at least is supposed to dip below 0. So I'm not planting any of my frost hardy stuff or frost tender stuff like at all. And some of my frost hardy stuff I might plant now, but that like next weekend I'll probably put like a little plastic cup. I have these like little compostable plastic. They're made out of like sugar cane, so they're not plastic. I'm not putting plastic in here, but I am putting a compostable cup that is clear over top of my little seedlings and just kind of shimming them down just to protect them from the frost if there is one, which there probably will be one. And that'll protect my little tiny seedlings that I plant in the ground. But I'm only planting things like lettuce. What else am I going to be planting? Well, these peas, lettuce, chard maybe. Just stuff like that that's like really hardy. That's what I'm probably going to be planting, but that's it. Everything else will wait until next weekend. So I am planting peas, but they are also really, they like cooler weather anyways. So I'm not really too concerned about them. Okay, how am I gonna make this super tight? Oh my gosh. Okay. Here was nothing. Of course I hit a rock. There we go. Piece of wood. A lot of this dirt is compost that I got from a friend. And it had a lot of stuff in it. It had concrete in it. Not very much. It was free compost, by the way. But it also had like lots of chunks of, there's a piece of rock. But it had lots of chunks of wood and all sorts of stuff, which is good. But if it's not broken down, it's kind of hard to plant in sometimes. So you just move it around. My dog just sneezed. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I will tell you one thing. This biomulch is hot. Hopefully it doesn't. So some things don't like their roots hot. So things like peas. Hopefully they do okay. I guess we'll see. Okay, so that's my outside. Oh, that's my outside one. So I'm going to do another 2 in here. And then I'll probably put another 2 on the edge here and I'll crawl up this stuff. We will see. This is also really warm already. Guys, I don't know what we're doing. Did it. It's done. A lot of people may ask what I'm securing stuff with. So at the bottom, you just saw Dave pound in tent clips, I think he said, or tarp clips. I think they're tent. They're just plastic stakes is all they are. That's just kind of keep it into place. I am zip tying these bamboo sticks in the middle just to give it some cross support. And these are just like, I don't know if you can see these. They're so small. They're UV zip ties. I'll show you the back. The UV is important because they're outside. So UV protected cable ties. Pretty sure we got them at a Home Depot. And I'm just doubling them up. I don't know. I didn't really know how to do this till Dave showed me. So maybe I can do it for you or show you how. Just make sure it's going the same way. Oh gosh. Get it in there till you hear it. And now I can put that one on that one, and you made it way longer. And then I just cut the ends off. Wrap these around, making it a lot more sturdy. And it's not so much us worrying about wind blowing it. Oh geez, that just broke off. We're not really worried about wind blowing it over or anything like that, though once there's cucumbers and big things growing on it, it definitely will get blown a little bit more, but that's not really what we're worried about. I just want to make sure that when those cucumbers are hanging off of there and those bigger vines, I don't want it to tip one way or the other, honestly. So this is just making it a little bit more stable. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's a woodpecker going to town on one of our trees. Better than the house. All right. Zip, zip. Zip, zippy. She's on. All right. Now that we got this all sorted and made, we'll do the fun part. Planting the peas. This is honestly going to be the fastest part anyways. Literally just sticking a pea in the ground. So usually, rule of thumb, I'll say this over and over again so it helps people. The size of the seed, you basically go double that into the soil. So that's how deep you have to plant that. You don't have to plant it very deep. Some people don't get the proper germination, or say they don't get the germination. They probably do, but your seed doesn't have enough energy to push through a lot more soil if you're putting it too deep. So only plant it like double the width of the seed. It's a good rule of thumb. So yeah, if you have things like poppy seeds, chamomile seeds, they're just like, they look like dust. They're so small. I just broadcast those on top and just kind of go like this. That's all you have to do. It's not you don't need to get crazy with it. You don't need to plant them inches deep into the soil. So I'm gonna just push that down a little bit. So one will come up there, right beside that. Honestly, I might do this. I'm getting a little crazy here. The big pieces out of there. And then once I'm done putting these in, I'm gonna go grab my watering can and water these in. And I'm gonna have to remember the stuff that I planted, because I'm not gonna be bringing out my sprinkler every day. There's just no point in watering my entire garden while I have only planted like five things. So I'm just gonna come out here and water just these guys, and then if I plant some lettuce or chard, I'll probably water those too. But that's it. Sugar peas, sugar snap peas, whatever you want to call them, planted, done, easy. So yeah, the only thing that I think may be a problem is when these grow up to about here-ish, like from where they are now to this first bamboo, may be an issue for deer coming to grab them, but we'll have those cages right beside here, so I don't think it'll be an issue, but I guess we'll see. If anything, these ones will get picked at by the deer. But in half a month, basically, in like 15-ish days, those babies are going to be planted, and my cucumbers are probably already about that big, so I might be okay for like the timing, because hopefully they're growing up faster and they'll be hopefully about here while these are starting to come up to about here, so they'll still be protected. That's the plan. We'll see if it goes. We're up by the house now, and I have a bag full of mushroom compost. But this stuff is not great to put seeds directly into. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the leftovers of my potting mix, and I'm going to spread it on top, plant the seeds into that. Diamond, stop. She's upset that I'm not over there holding her. I'll put the soil on top, and then I can plant the seeds directly into this. Absolutely no problem. And it tops up the bag, which is awesome. It'll look really pretty. Another thing that I probably will do once these have been planted and once I get it is putting straw on top of this just to mulch the top so it doesn't dry out super fast. Because this top layer probably will, because this side of the house is east facing, and it gets a lot of sun the first thing in the morning. Okay, we're planting these spring blush tendril peas because they have a pink flower, and I think that'll look really pretty up against the house. Plus it's food. Bonus, bonus. So honestly, I have never planted peas in a pot before, so I don't know the best way to do this. I don't know if I should be planting them all along here. Probably what I'm gonna do is plant them here and then maybe put a few herbs here. That was my thought. So again, only planting the depth of the seed so that I don't plant them too deep. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog losing it. Stop! Why are you going so crazy? She just really wants to be part of everything. Most of the time when Diamond's out, you'll hear her in the background moaning and groaning that she's not right in my lap. Because that's the dog she is. All right, planted. They'll grow up here. It'll be really pretty. That's the plan. In this pot, we will plant peas and maybe some herbs. It'll be killer. So the whole idea of planting these up against the house, like I said before, is I have issues with deer. So hopefully this is so close, like it's literally right beside the door there. So we shouldn't have any issues with the deer literally walking up the steps to get peas. If that happens, I will try and videotape it. But it shouldn't have any issues. So this is the other strategy that I'm going to use when it comes to growing peas and not having issues with the deer eating them. And we'll actually get some. That'd be great. Bonus that there's pink flowers on them, and hopefully they'll look really cute. Because I think that's gonna look really good. But anyways, that's it for this strat. Oh well, this is Diamond's debut. This is my garden partner. She's usually out here with me, soaking up the rays, either her or Blue. We have two pit bullies. As you can see, she's vicious. That's it for today. We covered why I want to grow my peas the way that I'm growing them. I feel like this is probably, other than having some sort of container up by the house, this is the only way that I can do my peas. And yeah, I wanted to do this last year. I have told people what my plan is as far as friends and stuff go, and they seem to think it'll work too, so I'm giving it a shot. The idea is that cucumbers are pokey and fuzzy, and the deer don't want nothing to do with them. So if you kind of grow those up with the peas, hopefully they won't touch them. You could also use this for things like beans too, but I'm gonna try something else with my beans this year. I think I'm just doing bush beans that I can cover because I just love them too much to risk having them being eaten. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Give her a like, hit the subscribe button, do all the things and the stuff. And I hope to see you back here next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.